Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're just jumping in on something that I wanted to experiment with since now we have the Mini LF in here a little more regularly and want to just play with some anamorphic options. So wanted to do a kind of non-apples to apples test to see how large format versus Super 35 on 2x anamorphic versus 1.3 creates a different field of view. So today on this test, we're putting up the new full frame Viltrox, which is a 133x anamorphic, but this covers full frame and beyond. So we had the Mini set up at open gate 3x2 to be able to use this lens. And then on the other side of the fence, we had the old trusty Atlas anamorphic, which is a 2x that covers Super 35. So in this mode, we went into the 2.8K 4x3 mode to get 266 to 1. So these are what we're shooting. Okay, well, let's talk about these Viltrox anamorphics for a minute while we see some footage. I think it's really cool. On the Mini LF, shooting full format, it's a 3x2. So using these 133s on 3x2 means I can use literally every pixel on the sensor to start for my D-squeeze. So once we know that we want to go to 239 as our final deliverable, when you D-squeeze 3x2, into 133, you come out with more or less a 2:1 image, which then gives us a lot of headroom, top or bottom, if we want to reframe and post for 239, which is actually really nice. I hate wasting pixels, and this is a great way to make the most of everything the sensor has to offer. Now, I think with these Viltrox, the way they've done these kind of like aperture inserts within the kind of like mid part of the lens really lends to a lot of what you're seeing in the oval bokeh that's in the background. But to be honest, with the close focus capabilities on these lenses, which isn't phenomenal, but it's not terrible, I think in full frame gets you a lot of really nice and interesting out of focus background bokeh and has a really pleasing separation between the two. Now, when you're talking about 133 also, 133 you can de-squeeze from almost every normal format, 4x3, 3x2, 16x9, and get a good deliverable. And also on a 133, you just get so much more sharpness across the board. So if you are reframing in post, or you're doing stuff for social, you're doing lots of aspect ratios out of one master video, I think this 133 does a great job of giving you the anamorphic look of the background and the separation and even the flares, while still giving you a ton of leeway in post. I know there's not a lot of fans of 133 anamorphics, but me personally, I love it as a format. And I wish we saw more of 133 getting adopted into the industry. I know Hawk has a couple sets, but outside of that, there really isn't a whole lot that is a dedicated lineup of just 133. So this footage is really fun. I love the Viltrox. All right, now let's see some test footage from the Atlas anamorphics, which we all know and love. We don't really need to talk about those very much because we've all seen tons of footage from the Atlas and we all know what they look like. Only thing to note on the Atlas is that we're shooting 4x3 mode, so you get a 266 to 1 aspect ratio as your deliverable. We've cropped and scaled these into 239 to match what we're doing with the Viltrox, but still lovely, great fall off. Enjoy some footage. We'll have a little comparison here in about a minute or so. right, so we're gonna play these clips kind of back to back, and the important thing that we're gonna wanna look at is the field of view change in the background between full frame 133 and Super 35 2x once you've assumed all the crop and scale to get to a matching aspect ratio of 239. So it's really interesting that a lot of these back and forths have a more similar background than I actually thought they were going to. And you know, on the Viltrox, it still has an anamorphic feel to it, even though it's a 133, but on 2X, you do get a lot more separation and kind of perceived space around the talent, which is fairly noticeable in these tests. I would say that on the 133, you're gonna get anamorphic feeling, but have a much more versatile D-squeeze for your projects. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that video. We had a fun time making it. We're always in here just kind of experimenting and testing stuff back and forth, and you know, we just wanna put this stuff up so other people can see those tests as well. If you like what we're doing, subscribe, comment, start a conversation. I love playing with both of these lenses. They are fantastic, and I've always been a big fan of the Orions, and I am a very big fan of what Viltrox is already doing with these 133s. Great to have new tools, so thanks for watching. We'll catch you soon.